Hello and welcome back to my aquarium, and today we are playing some more Death Must Die, doing an Avoron run here. We're going to be using his basic sign, the sign of the hero. We're going to get 17% extra attack damage every 3 levels, and that can max out at 170% extra attack damage. So obviously we're going to go for a attack damage build here. I'm not necessarily looking for anything in specific, it's just kind of whatever falls in my hands that looks like the right choice is what I'll go for. I do like doing things like Legong builds, and I've done that recently though with Nixie when I did a max attack speed build, and if you want to see that, you can go ahead and watch that next. I'll probably have it on the end screen for you. Now the thing with that is I just kind of did it, so I want to shake it up a little bit. I'm kind of looking at like summer maybe, but at the same time we have something like Crom that we could go and just get big old damage. And winter is always a very safe go-to. This is a nice place to start because she has really good autos. But I'm just going to kind of see what the game gives to me. If they want me to do winter, then by all means I will. Right here. So we get extra area with these, chill stacks applied, and damage. So, pretty good for things like waves. You know, it's fine. We do more damage so we can one-shot basic enemies easier. But what it's really good for, and this is a great shrine for us, is getting bigger area so we can cover as much of the screen as possible with our attacks, which when they're doing a bunch of damage obviously is great. On top of that, it can apply chill stacks, which can just go ahead and freeze things that are tankier, so bosses, elite enemies, stuff like that. So then once they're completely still, we can just beat their buttholes in. I have no reason not to just go ahead and grab Chain Lightning here. If I'm doing an auto attack build anyways, I see no reason not to. Getting more shrines like this is awesome to me. If we can get a bunch of crit strike, maybe get some attack speed if I get the fates popping off. I guess we'll see what they give us here, but I wouldn't mind that. We could even go more if we want to and really spec into some luck with serendipity and then get better chain lightning just like that. But for now, I'm going to hold out and see what we get for our last god before I really make any big conclusions here. We have Winter and Legong. But yeah, I'd love to see the fates show up and get us some attack speed, and then we'll kind of just go from there. Okay, more winter. Yep, we gotta get that right off the bat. This up to expert immediately is huge, so we can get really strong autos now that this is at expert, so we'll keep our eyes open for that, but expect me to start hitting really hard by the end of this. How many strikes? 4 strikes right now looks like to freeze that guy. But of course, we should be looking out for more stuff that can apply freezing. So maybe even Path of Frost. I do always enjoy Frost Ring because it can just be an instant freeze that bursts out from you. 2, 3, 4. Yep, freezes that guy. And then we can beat him down. And then there's things... Chain Lightning more. I could go Lightning Orbs. Because once you auto them, they explode. Yeah, let's try to shake it up and look for some different abilities that could be kind of fun for us. Why not? I always like trying new stuff, so let's see if we can make a fun build out of it. Things like, it's not called Frostbound. I think it's called Frostbound or Icebound. It's something like that is the ability name. And what it does is more damage to immobilized enemies. We can also get the one that just does more damage overall, depending on how many enemies you have frozen. So if we are going big ice here, we could do that. I'm not mad about Lady Justice. This could be good. Divine Shield could be nice. Let's just go for some armor, so when we do get hit, it's not as bad. I have pretty dang good armor on this guy with the basic, well, armor and excluders that I already have on him, so he's pretty tanky. Not too worried about that. You can see those lightning orbs don't do the most right now. Chain lightning's doing a little more than that, but they're still good to have dotted around, especially if we can get a good amount of spell projectiles maybe for those going around. They get quite solid, and just doing a little more extra area coverage for us is something that we have to appreciate. All right, so overall that is what we're looking for in this build, and we'll see. Wait, did I get nothing? Okay, well, I'm not surprised that I got nothing, because I think I have all the available books in the game, because there's like the Baron's Diary, and then there's like the Lusty Orc Handymaid or whatever the heck it's called. There's like that starting scroll one, and then there's some other scrolls. I don't know. There's a few. And the Necromancer's Journal, I think it is. And I have all of them completed. So I think I have all the books that you can possibly get, so there's nothing else for them to give me, I suppose. We have to get this, just in case we get better heals. We want them, or just heals at all, I should really say. We need them to do more for us. And that also applies to pick up heals, so it's not even a bad deal just for those. not having too much like passive killing power can kind of suck sometimes, but that's kind of what you're locking yourself into with a build like this. That's why I could have gone lightning bolts and just had those rain down and do work for me, but I didn't really want to do that just because I've used them a lot lately, so I kind of wanted to switch it up. The same reason why I didn't super want to go Crom, even though I could have got a really good build out of it, but I've been using him a lot lately, so I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit, maybe try some abilities that I don't grab too often, and show off how really any ability combination in this game can be extremely strong. As you can see, wow, we are actually proccing Chain Lightning quite a bit here. Have pretty dang good area already. Leon is coming back for even more, which I don't hate. Spell speeds and cooldowns. I'll grab it. It will help our little lightning orbs that we have. So maybe we could get those more powerful. I don't know. It's always fun to try new stuff, in my opinion. That's the fun thing about this game to me, is I've not ever gotten an ability in this game that I've been like completely mad about, where I'm like, oh, I wish I didn't pick that up. That was worthless. Every ability I've ever picked up in this game, I've seen the merit to it, you know? I've been like, oh, no, I see why this is good. I see why you would want to pick this up. Like, I see where it has its space in a run. And I think that's really hard to do in any kind of game. But especially a game like this, where it's just going to be a different run every single time, you gotta kind of give people a reason to want to pick up any different thing. And the way to do that here is by making them all usable in their own different ways. So I really respect that. We're chopping pretty good. Let's see how good we can kill this guy. Hey, come back here. 2, 3. Okay, I need more winter stuff to drop. He got beat down pretty good, but I need a lot more stuff built off my freezing here, because I really want to look at that as what I focus hardcore. I'm gonna take my socks off too. I'm freaking hot right now. I feel like I start talking and then it gets me all warming up. I guess it is technically exercise. How many calories do you burn per minute from talking? I know the science is out there on that. Somebody spent their human lifespan researching some ridiculously stupid shit like that. But don't get me wrong, I respect it. Like, that is a thing to commit your time to. I wasn't gonna do it. I wouldn't know how to do it. But somebody else did. And I respect that. What is a calorie? A calorie is like the amount of energy that it takes to do a specific action or something, right? Or like to power a body for a specific period of time. It's something like, it's one of those, I swear. Which is weird when you think about it. A calorie is kind of like a little battery built inside your body that you can build more of through eating and like, well, I guess not technically, or yes, technically sleeping? No, calories have to be gotten from doing something like eating. There's some attack speed, which I was saying I do want. Attack speed, yeah, let's get attack speed. Let's get attack speed. The faster we can attack, the faster we can freeze. Keep that in mind. So, I don't know, but when you think about it, humans really are just meat robots, you know? We consume things to make energy. There is literal electricity in your little brain, you know? A brain is just a meat computer, you know? All computers is metal brains, you know? That's facts, all right? You can quote me on that. You can go ask, well, I was gonna say Stephen Hawking, but he's fucking dead. I just have his name in my head because of all the memes of him on Epstein's Island lately, which are really funny. But the point is, you could go ask a big brain Harvard professor and they would tell you that I'm spitting absolute facts right now. Icebound is really good. Frozen Treasure is really good, but let's start with Icebound. Oh, you didn't do your dash. I do like how when you're in a level up menu, when you come out, whatever the other boss or any boss was going to do with their next attack, it cancels it. So you get time to kind of just like ignore that, cancel out that animation, so you're not just stuck in shit that you can't even avoid. I always like that they do that. Yes, please. And we're kind of cruising, to be completely honest with you. This is a really solid build. I would like more attack speed. Hopefully we get more of that to drop. We'll go from there. How much gold do I have overall? 102 grand. Oh wow, I passed 100 grand. I don't even know. I probably had even more than that. I kind of bought something in between this run and the last run. Take attack speed. I could go spell projectiles, but not what I'm mainly focusing on. When did I take damage? I don't know. Do I have heal on kill with this guy? Let's see, 64 out of 71. Looks like maybe not. Well, let's go find a way to heal. We need to get our health back. Huh. That's the thing, we have increased healing. That's what I was saying, though. I need, like, passive life regen, which I'm pretty sure you do get from Lady Justice as well. So, like, I would love to get that from her. Or we could get... Is it Consecration? The one that, like, heals you when you get hurt? I think it might be, but, you know, we'll look into it. Oh, hello there, chatty skeleton. Oh, are you back? And then you said a really rude word to me? Okay, pal. Okay. Dude, I've been on Instagram lately. That's where I look at my memes, which, if you know anything about internet memes, you know that Instagram is just like the Wild West in terms of the comment section. Because what happens is people just don't care in the comment section on Instagram. Like, they say the most vile shit, which can be hilarious sometimes. And if you see a certain post, like, you know, this is going to sound crazy, but if you see a post pop up in your memes, right? And I'm talking about like Instagram Reels, and it's like somebody with a mental disability or whatever. As soon as you see it pop up, even if it's like the most sweet thing in the world, they're like, I'm baking cookies today. It's my first experience. And you're like, oh, that's really sweet. And then you know, if you go to those comments, it's going to be the most heinous shit. And it always is. I'm just like, I don't know how people still use this app and put like their disabled children and stuff on there, because they have to know by now that it's just like degenerates on Instagram. It's wild. But there's this kid I've been seeing in these memes lately, and I think what is going on with him, I don't super want that. I just want to look around for a second, because I'll take this for now. I think what's going on with him is he has like super brittle bones or something, so he can't like do things, or he like literally breaks his bones and shit. You know that episode of SpongeBob where they're like, I think it's the one where they're selling chocolate, right? Yeah. And then there's the guy, and he has like the brittle bones, but he's just like acting. He's like, every morning when I wake up, my paper skin tears and my glass bones shatter. Like, I think that's literally this kid. So, and I'm not shitting on him. He looks like a sweetheart, and I feel really bad for him that he gets shit on. But I need to look for HP 5, or not HP 5, but healing next time I get Lady Justice, so remind me of that. Oh, get healing? Thanks, guys. Thanks for telling me. Let's reroll a few times. Reprisal, Consecration, damage return healed. It's a start, so I will take that, actually. But I think he's like, what he does on his channel, on his TikTok and his Instagram, is he like tries new experiences, like foods, and just experiences that he can actually like do. And then he kind of posts it, and he has like a really positive outlook on life, and he tries to just be really positive, even with the shitty hand he's been dealt in life. And I'm like, that's really cool. Like, I respect that a lot. But then these people like make all these memes of him, and the memes are really funny, right? Because it'll be like a caption on screen, and it's like me when my boy walks over and I see the bulge in his pants, and it's the kid trying a new food, and he's like, wow, well, I've never eaten this before, but I'm excited to dive in. And it's like, that's a funny meme. But then I see these memes where I think like people are literally mass reporting him on TikTok. Here's Regen, this is what I wanted, to get his account banned. And I'm like, no way, because that is just like scum of the earth behavior right now. And I'll send the memes to my friend, and then when I saw that one earlier, I sent him that too, and I was like, I think people are like literally getting his account banned. And I think this stuff is like just happening because he was talking about like, I think like people did over like Christmas and New Year's, and I was like, that's so fucked, because he's like, poor kid, just want to like spread positivity at Christmas. I need to like look into the situation more, but it's insane to me. I'm just like, I can't even imagine. Wow, I didn't want to go lightning bolt, but if it's at master tier, I have no reason not to grab it, because that's really good. You just gotta be like real fucking scum to screw with a kid like that, like this poor little dude. So I feel really bad for him. I don't know what his name is. I never really paid attention to that, to be honest. I don't really know if they usually have it on screen or something, but I should find out. But yeah, this poor dude. I should go actually follow his account and leave him nice comments. So you're doing great, Slugger. But it does. It's just like breaks my heart. Like this poor dude. That's the internet for you. It's like a, you know, anonymity will just do some crazy shit to people's psyches where they're like, well, nobody knows who I am. I might as well be a piece of shit. What's gonna happen, you know? And it's like, I mean, you do see those cases where people do find out. people were doing some crazy shit behind the guise of anonymity online, and then look at that, and they then get found out, and then they get like fired from their jobs and shit. Like, it happens, but it's not often enough that people like really care, I don't think. So yeah, it's just a crazy situation though. But yeah, a lot of times you'll see when you go to those videos, just no comment section. Like, they'll just turn off comment sections because I think they start seeing the comments and they're like, oh wait, this is not good. And I understand, because it's not. There's wow, give me this. There's this other girl who has this sister who I think has Down syndrome, and she and her like work out. I think it's like her little sister, and they'll like work out together and stuff. But the thing is, her sister with Down syndrome has like a great body, and it's, oh my god, the comment section is vile on that shit too. Like, I'm not even gonna repeat some of the shit you'll see in that comment section, but there's also like a kind of a discussion that I'll see in that comment section a lot if I ever get those videos, which I haven't seen one for a while, where it's like, man, kind of crazy how you're just like profiting off your, you know, Down syndrome little sister. And it's like, okay, I guess I kind of see where people are coming from. But, you know, the sister's like, yeah, well, she literally has fun with these videos and enjoys when we make them together. So it's like, yeah, I understand that. Like, I assume if she didn't want to do them, then she wouldn't be doing it. She probably has fun doing them. I completely believe that. But it's just like those comment sections, dude. But then, from what I see from those comment sections, I never use TikTok for my own reasons, and probably never will. But the thing that I'll see is people saying like how different it is in a TikTok comment section versus the Instagram comment sections. Even like from creators, you'll see them talk about how just different it is in like a bad way. Like TikTok, because I think TikTok really censors a lot of things. Like, I don't even think you can say like KYS. Like, you have to like put in some different words and stuff. So if people are talking about like when they're younger and maybe has like mental illness type stuff, they can't even say like the word suicide, right? Because it gets like flagged and won't get pushed. And so I always wonder when I'd see those posts like carried over to like Instagram or something, and people like put the verbiage like that. I'm like, that's kind of like really stupid. Like, you can't even use the correct terminology, but then at the same time, people, you're trying to support them talking about those things so that they can actually like help other people with mental health awareness. Like, that should be the goal. And sometimes you need to be blunt, and apart from being blunt, just being able to actually say the damn words is a pretty big deal and a very simple thing. But it's just like, you can't even say that. It's so weird to me. It seems like a little like kiddie app, which I know there's a lot of kids on it, but it's not all kids. It's just so weird to me. But I've never fucked with that app, but I never really fucked with social media as a whole. Anyways, except for YouTube is literally the only thing I post on. I like did the Instagram for a little bit, and I was like, nah. And Discord, but that's kind of like, it's, you kind of have to have your audience somewhere else. They can kind of be like a community together if you're going to be doing content creation. And for me, that was always like Discord, of course, being a gamer too. Yeah, give me team lighting expert. And it was always fine. Owning a big server is something I never really looked to do. It just kind of like comes with the territory, so I did it. And it can be fun sometimes. We have like 700 people now in mine, which is good. But, you know, most people don't even talk. A lot of people can be like console gamers, and they literally just make a Discord just to join, and then they never really even like talk, which is fine. I understand that too. I'm gonna reroll for a higher tier here, yeah. And wider area, life. Let's take might. I would actually like some bigger autos here. Would be pretty cool. But, I mean, I don't even talk in my own Discord that often anymore. I just, like, not for negative reasons, really. Well, kind of not and kind of yes, because I just don't really enjoy the main game that I make content on right now. And then people want to talk about it a lot, and I have, like, literally zero interest in talking about the game when it's in, like, such a piece of shit state, and I have zero want to even play it, so why would I want to talk about it? And it's, like, shitty meta and sandbox that don't get any meaningful nerfs or buffs because the devs are, like, literally monkeys with their nuts cut off trying to write a scientific research paper about how the atom could be split, you know what I mean? Like, when all they really need to do is just, like, nerf bows in PvP. If you don't play Destiny 2, you're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? But essentially, idiot devs. But, point being, you gain damage for each D. I'll do this. Don't really get excited to talk about the game anymore, but other people do, which is fine, because if you're still excited about something and you like to talk about it, then good for you. You should like to talk about things that you have interest in and that excite you, and you shouldn't be ashamed of that. And I don't shame people for it, but I just don't join in the conversation as much. But sometimes too, I'll be like, I actually get people in a conversation that's just like not about that game, and it's really fun when I just get to talk about other stuff for once. And then someone comes in and says something about the game, and I'm like, shut up, shut the fuck up, shut up for 2 seconds. Don't talk about that game for 2 goddamn seconds, please. And they'll be like, I'm sorry. I'm like, no, it's okay. I'm not actually angry at you. I'm just angry in general. They're like, all right, fair enough. But it's even sadder when you get like people requesting you to do certain things in game. Like a little while ago, somebody requested me to do like a certain style on one of my characters in game. You know, like dress up a certain way, and I was like, this is a fun idea. Don't get me wrong, but I literally have zero motivation or drive to do fun things in terms of the content creation right now for that game. So like, I probably won't do it. And I felt bad saying that to him because he was, you know, genuinely trying to engage and like do a fun little community thing. And you know, he's a nice guy. He's commented for a long time, watched for a long time. So I really appreciated that. But I was just like, I just don't have the drive right now. Nothing against you, and I really do appreciate the viewership with everything. But there's just no drive behind it right now. And he understood. He was like, I get that. And I was like, if I ever get some interest back, you know, because the game gets better, whatever the case is, then I will definitely keep your idea in mind. Don't worry. Because when somebody does give me an actual idea, I do try to keep it in mind or screenshot it or write it down, whatever it may be, so that I can hopefully do it again, or actually do it in the future. I remember a while ago, one of the things I did that was really fun, I have this guy named Pirate Duck, who's like a long-time viewer, and he has a son that would watch my videos with him. Well, he would watch my videos, and then his son would be like in the same room, and he would see my pufferfish pop up, and he'd be like, Roger, Roger, and he was like, yeah, that's Roger. And so he like even got to know my guy and everything. I was like, that's absolutely amazing. Send in the skeletons. And eventually he said he really likes Paw Patrol, and I was like, okay, my nephew really likes Paw Patrol too. So when I visited my nephew, I literally like watched Paw Patrol with him, and I learned all the characters and stuff. And then when I went home, I got some of my buddies, and we played, and we dressed up our characters like Paw Patrol characters, and they did a little intro where we like showed which characters we were, and he got to watch it with his son before his son went to bed one night, and he was like super hyped about it. And that was like probably one of the coolest things I've ever done for like a community and engagement type thing. Like, that's the kind of stuff that I do love to do. But that was a very special occasion where it was like somebody that I really appreciated, that I know had been watching and was always super respectful for a really long time. And I wanted to make his kid happy too, because I don't know, there's nothing quite as enjoyable as seeing a happy child, in my opinion. Alright, mother trucker, I want to get close to you and beat your butt cheeks, but I'm a little scared, to be completely honest. I'm gonna back up a little bit, because yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Alright, I got the freeze on him. Dash out of there. Dash out of that. Oh, I didn't have to dash. Oh, that was stupid of me. I just sucked that up. Okay, he's going to be a butt cheek over there. I'm going to use both my dashes actually just to get some distance. Back up. Hope some chain lightnings go off like that and clear these guys out for me. I just went a little country on that me. It happens sometimes. Don't hate me. Dash through him. I'm scared he's going to throw something here. Whoop. Dash through that. I did get hit by one of those little orbs, but that's not too bad. He actually got smited there, which stunned him for a second. We'll dash through that. We'll keep hitting him, keep hitting, keep hitting. He'll get chilled here really quick, and we do a lot of damage while he's chilled. Dash through that. Keep hitting, keep hitting. If I can just stick this really quick, it'd be nice. I'll honestly just run around, dash through him, and then finish him off. There we go. He started walking back at me, and I was like, oh, okay. Prepare to die, idiot boy. And did it to him really quick. Hit him with a stanky leg, and he was done and dead. Gotta respect it. Pretty good run. Not as good as yesterday's. If you want to see that run was crazy. I'll have that linked on the end screen, so you can go ahead and watch that next. But as for this run, 856,000 from Chilling Strike is kind of what I wanted to see. It was only even level 2. I rarely got to level it that much. But Chain Lightning did pretty dang good, and everything else was kind of lacking. I guess I was really just smacking like crazy, but you gotta respect that. It's just a straightforward build with really good basic attack damage, and that's sometimes all you really need. Now, all that being said, if you did enjoy today's episode, you don't leave me a like or subscribe. I'd very much appreciate that, especially if you want to see more episodes like this in the future. Then make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so those get sent straight to your inbox, your phone, whatever it may be that you do watch these episodes on. But that is it for me today, so as always, have a great day.